Shantae, half Genie hero.
We don't know that, Mimic. We don't know that. What? Again? Yes, this is a running joke in the series that whenever Risky appears, Shantae just loses her job. It has happened so far. This is the third time in the series of it happening. Because this fucking idiot just doesn't like to use his fucking brain. I never got free rent. Well, look at all that bullshit. Don't worry, Shantae. The world needs you. We needed you, and that's why we supported the Kickstarter. Now, in order to get 100%, you need to buy every single item from both the shopkeep in this, here in Scuttletown, but also there's gonna be another salesperson that was actually a character designed by a person in the Kickstarter. So, what's his face? You are gonna wanna buy all the items from that person as well. Hello! You have some really smooth animation in you, and look at those hips. Leave it to me. And here's how you unlock levels. After the game story feels like you're working through side quests. Through side quest after side quest, so you're gonna want to talk to everybody as often as possible in order to unlock or get clues to what the next mission is. And here we got another Kickstarter element. Holly Lingerbean. What's the pun in that? There has to be a pun in that. But yeah, this is actually a character that was kickstarted to actually be in the game. The game includes some bonus chapters, including this one, in which these certain characters, with either old or new, will be appearing and showing themselves. And this is, I think, actually the only extra chapter that we got. And her design was also decided by the people that supported Kickstarter. So I voted for the design. Yippee! Let Shantae curse! Let Shantae curse! Actually, seeing that her sprite next to Sky makes me notice how fucking short she is. Like, I understand Shantae's supposed to be like 16 years old, but damn, she's short. Actually, just a curiosity, before we go to to fly back to Mermaid Mountains, not Mermaid Mountains, Mermaid Falls, I'm gonna try and talk, even though I already know the hints, I'm gonna talk to this, this woman here. The bathhouse lady will always have a hint for you, actually up to 3 hints as to what you're supposed to do. So talk to her as often as you can, in case you're lost. And who knows, you might get an achievement for it. We'll find out. Okay, let's see what you got for me. Backdash I never used. That's one of the things that I bought early on in the game, but I never used it. Sleek Relic Seeker. Oh, I can't wait to wonder what I'm gonna get for as a trophy after I get like every fucking item. And here's the art gallery. The art gallery has an issue though. Because this fucking loser, worthless sack of shit, lost all his keys to the art gallery, we will have to unlock each and every single door by collecting items throughout the stages. But don't worry, because I, your great Let's Player, I will be honored to show you where all the keys are. Oh fuck, I pushed up again. There we go. Luckily, every time that you enter certain areas or you go to a level, all those pots reset, so you can potentially grind for money that way. So let's see here. Actually, considering the level that we're going to, we're gonna wanna take the fireball with us because there's later gonna be this one character requires us to get a certain item from some of the enemies in the area we're gonna go to. Nope, that's the workshop. There we go. I'm ready, Sky. And now it's time for level 2, the Mermaid Falls. So I'll do this. So this is how I'll do it. I'll finish this stage, then I'll go back to Main Street to collect items that are not that we haven't collected yet. And as for Skull Town Square, a lot of the items that you will find here are actually mandatory for plot, except for one. And I will show off that one because it breaks the game in half. And unfortunately, you get that very late game. Uncle Mimic cursed for us that, yeah, Shantae's been able to handle adventures on her own this entire series, and now Mimic's like, I'm not sure if you can actually handle that. Bolo, you useless sack of trash, go with her. I actually really want to play as Bolo. Apparently, according to sketches from the Kickstarter, Bolo will be using that flail on his sprites, on his reaction sprite as a weapon. Sky will be using wrench, Roddy Tops will be using her head, and actually Risky Boots, yes, the enemy, will be using her weapons from Pirate's Curse along with the Tinkerbats. And now Bolo thinks that we don't believe he can do anything, which actually Bolo, you're kind of proving us right with what's gonna happen later and what happened in Pirate's Curse, but we're gonna keep that to ourselves. But now it's our job to not only save the girls that are being kidnapped by the mermaids, but also make sure that Bolo doesn't fucking kill himself. Now, actually, something that I found out as I was playing the game is that I feel like this level, this game, Have Genie Hero is a bit more difficult as a game in the beginning than the other Shantae games. The other Shantae games I felt were a lot easier in the beginning than this game is. However, by the time you get near endgame, it is around the same level of difficulty as something like Pirate's Curse and Risky's Revenge. So it's just a little of a difficulty entrance, but aside from that, I think it's all around a well done difficulty. Not too hard, not too easy. And even then it's a good challenge. It's somewhat refreshing considering that I sometimes felt like, come on! Ah, damn it. Especially with these mermaids girls here, I have no idea how to avoid them. Okay, get up. I took more damage than I probably should have. I really don't know how to avoid them, so I'm gonna be taking a lot of pot shots in this level. I apologize. However, you don't need to fight them. You can simply just jump over them and avoid them. Also, the monkey not only has the ability to jump over walls, but also has a higher jump. So you can use that to avoid enemies or areas if you so desire. Now, as a typical Metroidvania, this game sports its little secrets, and the best way to find them is just explore. Like that area, we can obviously go off the area that I completely ignored just now, but if we keep exploring to the left, we might either find more items or maybe just more money, who knows. But the point is, exploration gives you goodies, so explore. You are not on any time limit throughout this entire game, so just take your time and find whatever your soul pleases. So I will say that this level has one of the more bullshit moments. I love Christina. Christina's performance for Shantae in this game was just amazing. It sounds exactly like I know she's been voicing her for a while, so maybe that's why I'm used to her voice. But in this particular game, she just sounds like she's having a lot of fun with the role. Which again is what makes me wish that we had gotten that Kickstarter goal to have the entire game voice acted because oh okay because I can't imagine how fun of the dialogue would have been if it had like what voice actor would have they gotten for Polo. I'm actually trying to think about that now. Who's gonna do the voice for Polo when he's playable? Because he's gonna have to have his own sounds for like "Red to Go." By the way, way forward. If you so desire, I am will be very much able to do the voice for Polo. If you so desire, I'll gladly do a voice for that idiot. And here come the ladies on the chains. Now the question is, why the hell are the mermaids capturing these girls? Well, this stage is all about that. Now, this particular area, as you can see right now, you can hang onto these railings up here. However, I feel like the hit, at least on the PC version, we'll find out soon enough here, the hitbox for them are somewhat weird. Like, you will need to be holding up the entire time once you grab, but it just feels like, when I hold up sometimes, Shantae doesn't grab on when I want her to. And okay, that fish is now making out with the legs of the ladies. Fascinating. Oh fuck. Once you're in water, you won't be able to attack, so you need to keep that in mind. And be careful, because that fish can actually hurt you. Thank you, game. Ooh, fuck you. Alright then. Hopefully an achievement. However, Shantae is not the only one that can grab onto the railings. You can also grab onto the railings as the monkey, and I actually recommend that because the monkey has better air control than Shantae does. Alright. Take that. I also love how she has just like many different ways of saying transform! My favorite one has to be though, where it sounds like she's fucking being possessed and she goes transform. Like she is either very sleepy, being possessed by the fucking devil, or just like hypnotized. I don't know what it is, but it sounds so weird and I love it. Actually, I also wonder what was the direction for some of the versions. Like, okay, now sound like you're like very tired after college, or like what? Like, what was the direction for some of the deliveries of the lines by Shantae? Shit. Okay, first death. Luckily, you have one. Whoa. Okay. I'm so used to not dying in this particular game that seeing the game over screen just like caught me off guard. But yeah, this game has unlimited continue, so you just fail and move on. Actually, that it's kind of good that we lost because we were about to lose the area to get a particular enemy. No? Okay, how do I do it? It was circle. Similar to Risky's Revenge, we're gonna want gator sticks for later. What was I gonna say? Similar to Risky's Revenge, you actually have a magic meter in this game, and I don't find much use for many of the spells except when they're necessary. The fire spell is the only one that's mandatory to progress through the game. Ow, asshole. The fire spell is the only one that's mandatory for the game, but the one that I end up using the most is the scimitars once you have enough money for them. Now, I believe that each heart that you collect gives you around 2 points of health, but enemies in this game also take away 2 points of health aside for the fish, so fuck, damn. And also, I'm not cutting here because the area is rather short. That's a big thing with Shantae in this particular area. The area is super short. It's divided into different sections, and I just realized that I have the potion that I could have used. Because the potion that I bought, the Mega Potions, they fully restored Shantae, like both health and magic. So you're running low on either, Mega Potions are the way to go. Also, if your transformation is not a water transformation, you will immediately revert back to Shantae, as you just saw. I actually would have found it pretty interesting if they had like sprites of like Monkey Shantae trying to swim, keyword being try. But actually, now that I'm talking about animation, I want to talk about Shantae's dances. Unfortunately, at least on the computer version, and we'll find out soon enough with the PS4 version, Shantae only does one particular dance, which is the hip shimmy, which is the dance that she does in the loading screen, and that she did on the okay. Some of you might call me a bitch for using them. Fuck you. I needed it. I'm not gonna spend too much time, or at least not as much time as you people want me to, playing through this. I'm gonna try and go as fast as I can to beat the game. But yeah, she only has a hip shimmy, unlike in previous games like Prince's Revenge and the original one, in which she had multiple ways to do dances, or at least multiple dances, I mean. And I know that it was done for speed. Like people complained that doing her dances took way too long, and it was troublesome, and that it killed the pace of the game. And I completely understand that, and I can somewhat agree to that. However, I feel like there was a way. Like, she's a belly dancer. I feel like, considering how belly dancing is a key part to her character and to her design and to a lot of elements in the game, I feel like I would have preferred it if they could have implemented the dances in some way, shape, or form. And I know there's a way to do it, because as soon as I saw it, as soon as I saw how transformations work in this game, I thought that's how they could have done it. And I'll show you what I mean once we get more than one transformation. Damn it! Yeah, the monkey is also kind of odd in that. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'm never good at jumping off walls with it. If you hold the opposite direction of where the monkey is facing, the monkey will completely freeze, but if you're not holding anything, it will slide down. There we go. Shit on a dick!
Shit.
There we go. Thank you for the help. Because of also she's like trying to balance herself up there. Ah, screw you. I actually think that vases that have red color on them are more likely to give you health than the blue ones. However, they can still chip you out of that and not give you any health. So keep that in mind. I shouldn't be doing it this way, because the faster way to do it is just hold down on certain areas and she'll drop down. Kinda like in Smash Brothers, actually. Shantae for Smash. Like, considering all the rumors that the Super Smash Brothers will return to the NX and that they might have extra characters, there's a chance for Shantae, right? Like, there's still a chance for her. I just noticed Bolo. Okay, that ain't happening. Wait, just wanna kill you real quick. Thank you. Because I only need 2 of them. It's kind of weird. On the PC version, the submenu was the actual like options button on my PS4 controller. But on this game, it's tapping the touchpad. It feels kind of weird. But again, it's just something to get used to. Heart, please? No? Okay. Heart? No? Okay. And here's the other chopkeep. This is Naga. Naga is a Kickstarter design what's that person? A character that you're gonna want to buy stuff from her. In order to get 100%, you need to buy the entirety of her store, but also the store of the gem of the storeman back in Scuttletown. I just noticed the drunk mermaid back there. And there we go. But it's not over yet. If you saw my previous videos of the beta, you remember how I had a really hard time with this particular section, but I don't know if it's that I got them better or that they made it easier, but I can now beat this in one try. Hopefully I can do it here too. Actually, this game likes to just give you all possible health items as quickly as possible. Like, I feel like I was overwhelmed with how many health items there were! Whoa! Okay. Orange. I love this song so much. I'm not sure if it's my favorite in the soundtrack, and actually, even though I really like the soundtrack, I don't think it's my favorite. I think that goes to Pirate's Curse! I just love, but that doesn't mean it's not as good. It's like, the soundtrack is just great in my opinion. This song is just like a lot of fun. However, I will say, considering the animation of Shantae, I would have felt like this area should have looked like it's going faster. Whoop. There's probably an achievement for getting everything in one try in this particular area. Ah, fuck you. And fuck you too. There we go. That was close. Okay. Okay, I need to know what's that one. Okay, well, I can't see the trophy for some reason. Probably because we're still in pre-release. Ow, my head! I kind of wish that his reaction sprite were had a bit more confusion to it. Again, just how subtle her performance is. There's like, disgusting, alright. Like, I want this game to get a full voice acting later, somehow. Like, it's way forward. Is there a way for us to get like voice acting? Like, can we donate again to get voice acting for this game? And here comes visually my favorite boss in the entire game. This thing is massive, and I love her design. Giga Mermaid, captivating captive. Now, actually, something that you probably just heard is Shantae going, "Destroy the locks." I actually. This is something that's going to be very useful for people that are just starting with the series. Shantae will be telling you, at least for certain phases, what you should be doing. So for example, she just said here, destroy the locks, which is what you're supposed to Okay, let's heal myself, please. And just like most video games, certain items heal more than others. Oh, I hate this attack. This giant electricity ball will be following you just like the small ones did. However, it has no brakes. It will keep following you until it disappears, and I think I'm fucked. Okay. Also, as you guys may have noticed, the current song, which is the boss theme, has completely changed 100% to no longer be the same song as it was in the original Shantae, and that it has been ever since then. And this one's a lot more intense. Like, this one is is by Shantae standards very metalish. Whoop. I can do it faster, I can do it faster, I can do it faster. Yeah! However, the new boss theme does have elements of the original boss theme. Like the main melody, the ta 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 ta. It's still there. I just noticed something. Both the Shantae game and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, as you probably remember, have giant mermaid lady boss. And here comes the second phase. I love that. I absolutely love that close-up of her. This particular section of the fight, though, is I don't like it as much. However, even though if I love her sprite, you need to hit the top of her head, and that's the only way to hurt her. You need to hit the top of her head. However, it's kind of awkward considering okay, considering that she's also a hitbox, and touching her will hurt you. So you also want to be quick. The way to do this is pretty much wait for the lightning to fall down. When she gets mad, she'll summon the remains of the platforms that you were standing on. Use the rings to get up. Take your time. Hit it once. And luckily she doesn't take that much damage to kill. I don't know if there's a way to two-cycle it, in which you get into the platform twice. And it is impossible, at least from what I can tell, to hurt her while she is on the side of the screen and there is no platform. Which makes sense, the platforms are there for a reason. Fuck you. Okay, so you can't two-cycle it. At least do 2 cycles of it. Oh, how nice of you. There we go. That face is not a face of pain, it's a face of surprise, like, oh my god, birthday party! Like, she just saw like the best gift of her life. Like, that face is the face that I made for the kid going, Nintendo 64! This has actually got a really dark tone, so Techno Baron was selling mermaids as meat, and then when he started running out, he started making fake mermaids out of normal girls and kidnapped the Giga Mermaid in order to get control over the mermaids to kidnap more girls. Like, that's pretty dark. Like, that's probably the darkest shit in the Shantae series, aside from the killing of the dog in the previous games. And yes, Shantae, it's not good to be racist. I actually really like that face for the mermaid. Like, it's a nice interesting detail that she goes from red-eyed anger into blue-eyed calm. Vicious, vile, and vain. Okay, seriously. I seriously think that I can't see the trophy descriptions because of the game still being in what's his face? In pre-release. Like, again, I'm getting this game early only because okay, let me stop here and talk about this. As you're seeing here, as you get multiple pages for what kind of dances you can do. And I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity for Shantae to do different dances. Like, every time the page changes, she does a different move, instead of just staying to the hip shimmy. I know it's a very inconsequential thing, but considering how much belly dancing is a part of her character, I would have loved that personally.